Good morning, good morning, good morning. Move that arrow out my way. Dear. Cough, cough, cough. I'm looking what I can do in his office while he's not in. What can I move about and destroy? Hey, diddle, diddle. Hoo, hoo, hoo. The wind's still bad. We've still got rain. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Still bloody raining. This weather's doing my nothing. It's still quite windy as well. Hey up, Mick. How are you, my beauts? I hope you're well. Hope you've had a good night's sleep, everybody. I managed to actually go to sleep. I'm really surprised that I slept because I slept off at day yesterday. So it was very interesting that I actually slept at all. So yeah. So just let it pop up for a morning chit chat and see how everybody is, and let everybody know what's happening tonight and what time lives are going to be, because we are going to be running a bit late. Good morning, Lana. Hey, hello. Hope you're having fun with Nana. Guess what? I got a phone call for the doctors. Really, Mick? Did you get that through the 111, or was that just through ringing your GP as normal? Let me know which way you got it, Mick. Be interesting to see. I hope Paulo's having fun with his nanny. Bless him. I wonder what he's got you up to today. Yeah, 111. Telling you, Mick, absolutely. They're going barmaid at 111 on I'm smashing joint up, putting my legs up. They're going barmy at 111 because the GP should now be up and running and getting people either phone calls or visits. So it is well worth ringing 111. I'm so glad you did, Mick, and I'm so glad that you've got a call for doctors. So hopefully that'll come in today for you, which is really, really good. So yeah. So is laughing. Hello, Nanny has to spoil you. Anything you want, she'll get you. She's not, a nanans aren't allowed to say no, Arlo. They have to say yes, 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 yes. Oh, Lorna, I'm going to get you in trouble. Ask Nanan if you can put her makeup on. Or brush your hair. Put her hair in pigtails. But yeah, so you'll have to give me. I'll have to give you a ring, Lorna, later on, or tomorrow morning, whichever's going to be easiest. Because tonight we're going to we're going to see a medium, but I forgot they work with it's not artistry, it's something like that. Morning, Sam, my beautiful lady. Love and healing to you and yours, and I hope you're all right, my beauty. Big kisses. It's like, morning, Tom, as you. But yeah, he's loving this. Bless him. But yeah, it's like an artist. They work with I don't know if it's like waxes, colours or something. But yeah, that's what we're going to see tonight. So it's going to be interesting. Those of us who do manage to get a reading apparently get to bring the artwork home as well. So fingers crossed, me and Yo-Yo managed to get a reading of some sort, and we get to show you what the medium gave us. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting night. So chit chat was last night. I loved chit chat last night. It were really good, and the topic of conversation not good. I gave away last night. I think it's from my watch. Oh, Tom, what are they going to do? Are they going to get you back in and see if they can do anything for you, Tom? I hope they can get it sorted, my lovely. I will call in a while. Arlo said he wants to talk to you. Anytime, Arlo, you can come and talk to me. Yeah, he does all like does Lorna. It does sound into. I forgot what you called it now. John knows when he comes in. There's no point me saying Yo-Yo is going to come in because she's jogging. She don't get out of bed really till about 11 o'clock. So she tells everybody she goes jogging. So if ever you see Yolanda coming on in the morning and she says, "Oh, I've been jogging," you know that she's just got out of bed. You said this is breakfast. Where is my cup of tea and bacon sandwich? Jamie, you're supposed to bring them me. Good morning, Claire. I hope the decorator's in. And I hope you don't think you're a total loon. Dear me. Oh, I've got my bobble stuck on my ring. That's a bit wrong. Yeah, I guess so. Trouble is you go in with one thing and you come out with something else. I know, Tom. But let us know how you get on, my lovely, and loads of healing coming your way. But I do hope they manage to sort it without anything else springing up and coming up. So, yeah. So that we're going there tonight. John's at a football match anyway. But Yolanda's going to be live round about 11 o'clock-ish with the continuation of the Yorkshire... I don't know if it's the Yorkshire Ghosts or the Ghosts of Yorkshire, but it's like it's historical places, Morning, Zam, or evening, my lovely lady. Morning, Dave. Sending love to you across the waters, my lovely. Oh, you're welcome, Tom. But yeah, it's the Book of Yorkshire, and it's all different places around Yorkshire that link back to historic places and sightings of ghosts and other people's experiences. And it's been really interesting. I think tonight's one, if I'm right, I think Yolanda said it's all about York and places in and around York. So, 2 days in a row, I'm honoured. I know, Macy. But yeah, so tonight one's going to be an interesting one. I thought I'd put light on in bedroom. Tonight is going to be an interesting one if you're wanting the history of York and certain places in and around York. Oh my goodness, I've got a frog in my throat. I don't know why. I do that just to annoy John, but he's not here to annoy. He's getting a shower. He's in the shower. Hey, Odin, how are you, my lovely? I hope you're well, did you? Or Dan, should I say. But yeah, so Yo-Yo will be on around about 11 o'clock. So Chit Chat Tuesday was last night instead of tonight. But it was really interesting. I can't stop my phone's going flat, 11 p.m. Got to put Miss to bed. Oh, bless you. We got a cough, but I'm glad you're all right, Bon. Sending healing for cough and say good night to everybody for me, my lovely, and sweet dreams. Croak, I know. You should, as the shadows of York. To come on. She knows loads. Oh, yeah. You mean the lady who does the ghost tours? Definitely. I went to uni in York. Did you really, Lorna? See, you're going to get, if you're listening later on, you will get some interesting tidbits coming up. You might even already know them, to be honest. But yeah, Ivor the Boneless and his Viking art mate took over York. Wow. I think I knew that because we've been doing stuff on Vikings itself, and it's what we're interested in offline rather than on. But the information never stays in my head, and John knows. So yeah, best one. If we're talking about anything, John knows. Yes, and John. Oh wow, interesting, Lorna. I'm thinking about going on holiday to York soon. I fancy a trip up to York. I just like the old town of it. I know we're going to stay at Whitby Fair. John's 50 this year. So he's not one for having big parties, and he's not like me. I'd have like massive parties and a big showdown and stuff like that. Whereas though John's really, really quiet. And he don't really do the big parties, the get-togethers and stuff. As we were saying yesterday on live, I do all the talking, but it's not that I'm talking over him. He just really is that quiet. So daughter's booked us part Christmas party's birthday, but we're going to Whitby in July. So 50, Mick. I know. I'll get. Dear, I don't know. But yeah, at least when I know how old he is, I know how old I am. If somebody says how old are you, I don't know how old I am. I tell them year I was born, and then that way they can work out themselves how old I am. Good morning, Tracy. Do you know John and Fifi? Fifi's laid in a bed, and John's in the shower. So the history tonight is going to be on York. Tomorrow we don't come on at all. We have a day off tomorrow. But I think that's going to change. I think we're going to be on in daytime rather than at night time, because Wednesday nights we have plans at a spiritualist church. You're 67, Mick. Say 67 young. Well, I love Whitby too. Went to the Goth Festival a few times. It was brilliant. It's just so busy, Lorna, though, to get in around that time. And prices are just like through roof, because they just know that they can get people in for that week. I mean, they can get, it's always busy. But yeah, I mean, that weekend, I've only ever been in daytime, I think, and just seen all the weird and wonderful characters that walk around. But yeah, no, absolutely loving it. I forgot what I was going to say then. So I will be live in the daytime tomorrow, because Thursday we're going to meet the lovely Michelle and lovely other half. And I think his name, I forgot what Michelle's husband's called. I am so sorry, Michelle. His name's just gone out my head. So you'll just have to give me a quick recap. My brother lived at Whitby, and it's a lovely place. Yeah, definitely a beautiful place. We're meeting Michelle. Michelle's coming up on Thursday, so she's coming into Chesterfield for the day. So we've arranged to go and meet Michelle along with Yolanda and Rob. So actually, to be fair, Michelle were meeting Yolanda and Rob because Yolanda didn't know whether we were free or not. So they'd made arrangements to meet Yolanda and Rob, and we're free, so we're sort of like jumping on the party line. Let me know if you ever want to stay in Whitby. There's a lovely house to rent. Oh, Claire, what we might have to do is, if we can, hire it for a couple of nights midweek, if you can get time off work, obviously not now, a couple of months, and maybe go out and do some investigating all together. Maybe if we can all stay get and rent the house, that might be a good idea, Claire, so we can get some investigations going. That would be amazing, Claire. You'll have to let us know prices. I will be on and off tomorrow. I will come on and do morning chit chat. I may do brilliant, Claire, thank you. I will might do tarots or oracle cards tomorrow dinner time, round about 1 o'clock. And then Thursday I'll be on for morning chit chat, I think. I'll be live with members doing book, and then in afternoon we'll be out, but we will be live back on and dogs are allowed. That's good. That's good. That'd be brilliant, Claire. Woohoo! Fifi, you're going on holiday. And then Thursday night I will be live. We used to stop at a B&B called Bramblewick. Well, when we go, Mick, I will have a look and see. Hey, morning, my lovely. I'm not Gobblot. How are you, Andy and Bex? I hope you're well. See, you're missing out. I'm reading this now in members. It's absolutely fantastic. It's the fairies discover the magical world of the nature spirits, and it is absolutely brilliant. So after this live, I will be going straight over into members to continue. We are up to chapter 4 now, but it's absolutely fantastic read. It's brilliant for those of you that are interested, but that is over on his members page. I will have a look for Bramblewick. It's near the big hotel near the whale bones. What whale bones? I've not seen any whale bones. Is there whale bones down in Whitby? What were I looking at then when I went? I was just looking in little trinket shops. Can't remember seeing no whale bones. Oh. So that's what we've got coming up. Wednesday, Thursday, I'll sort out what I'm doing. Nearer the Wednesday, I know what I'm doing. Tomorrow, I know what I'm doing. Thursday, I ain't got a clue what I'm doing. But I will be live. And Friday again, we may do a quiz Friday night. We haven't done a quiz for a while, so we may do a Friday night quiz. That structure, Lindsay. I've not seen the structure, Claire. I probably would have seen it, but I wouldn't have known what it was. It's been a long time since I've been to Whitby, and in the younger days it was the alcohol and the pubs that you went for, not for the scenery. It's an halfway made of whale bones. Very interesting. See, I wouldn't have took note, mate, because the last time I went to Whitby was many, many moons ago, and I don't even think Mike were born when I went to Whitby, and he's like 17 this year. So Tracy's put, is it real bones? Do we know if it's real bones? I would think so. I would possibly have thought so. I can't see him doing plastic bones, but maybe. But if it's a bridge, it could be real. Not a bridge. Like a structure, an archway, then yeah, it'd be interesting. We're going to we've got that coming up. Don't forget, on the 5th of March, make sure you keep the 5th of March clear in your diary, because on the 5th of March we will be going live from Ashbourne Town Hall. There is going to be not quite a few. I think there's about 14 of us going all together. And I'm sure that those that are coming with us will also be filming live. The only thing I'm going to ask them to do is put their cameras facing forward, so they're not turning it round, so they're not getting people who are behind the cameras on camera. So that'll be the only stipulation if they're filming. We're going to be doing that one. We'll be splitting into 2 teams on that. So either I'll go live on YouTube and John will go live on Facebook with because we're going to have a team each, and then we'll all be doing all different experiments. Everybody can join in with their own experiments, and it give everybody like just a good night. The 5th of don't you say that, you're coming. And then on the 12th of March, we have got the Emergency Museum in Sheffield. There is only 10 of us going to that, so that's going to be an interesting one, because I know it's a fairly big place, but the only reason we tried to keep it to a minimum of 10 was because we don't want you've got to be careful of, if morning Laura, my lovely, sending love across the waters to Texas. The only thing we wanted to keep a small one for is because we don't know the echo. We don't know what the echo is like in there. And if we've got too many people going, it's hard to keep it organized to say, well, if you can do that bit and we'll do this bit, and don't like switch in between. You come and join us, but then, do you know what I mean? You don't like walking when we're doing experiments. We won't walking on you. So I think that's the way. So there is a couple of teams going. There's going to be me, John, Claire, Angie's going. I think that's Michelle and her husband's coming along to that one. So that's going to be our team. Then on the other team, you have got Simon, Mandy, and Mandy's son. And then Tim. Tim's coming. I'm sorry, Big T. I think it's Big T's Paranormal over on YouTube. Tim's going to be coming along on his own. So whether Tim wants to stay and work with us, whether he wants to wander off and do his own thing, or a bit of both. So yeah, it's going to be good. Can I pay extra to have an actual fireman present? Do you know, Claire? I don't know whether it. Do you know I'm sure the gentlemen that run it, I'm not sure how they're related to the emergency services, but you'll have to ask him when we get there if he can phone a fireman up to come and get fireman's lift. Hey dear, it's a jawbone, says Dave. Oh, thank you. That's going back to the structure at Whitby. It's a jawbone. The only thing I will say is, obviously, when we go to these places, we are insured, but there is things there that will tempt some of us to actually try and have a go on, and unfortunately we have to say no, 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 no. And it's me saying no to myself. There is an old fireman's pole. It is all fenced off, so you cannot use it. But I'd be one of them that's like, I'm going down the fireman's pole. But no, we're not allowed. So there is certain things. And again, at Ashbourne, we'll see how it goes for letting people go off on their own, just because obviously it's our insurance that's covering it, and there is cabinets that are open, there is things that can get damaged. There's a bar area that obviously there's all the drinks behind it and stuff like that, so we do have to be careful when we go to the Ashbourne one. But the fire museum, it doesn't matter, because I think the Ashbourne one's all on camera anyway. They've got the cameras set up, but we just have to be careful that no damage happens. In uniform, we'll ask him if he'll come in uniform for you, Claire, and gear a fireman's lift. Me on a fireman's pole, that would have been a disaster waiting to happen. I know. Can you imagine? We'll be going down pole, and pole will just sort of like spring off, and we'll end up needing bloody emergency services, that knowing our luck. But you can actually go and sit inside some of the like fire engines. I think you can sit in some of the old ambulances. There's certain parts where you can actually go in and take parts, I've been told. So I'm so looking forward to them 2 dates coming up. Plus it gets me back out doing some investigating, because at the moment I just can't get out. The weather's just too bad. And if it's not the weather, it's the places where we do go. Underfoot's just it's just awful at the minute. And for some reason, I don't know how everybody else feels. It feels colder now in winter for me. And I don't know whether that's because for nearly 2 years we've sort of like been cooped up in the houses, and it's like the cold's really getting to my bones this year. I've noticed even when we've gone out in daytime and we've gone shopping, my bones have sort of, everything's thinged. I took my eldest daughter to the fire station here when she was about 7. She wouldn't go down the pole, so I did. Hey, dear. Lorna, did they catch you at bottom? Be sure to video it if it happens. I promise, Tracy, everything's going to be on video. But the actual prices are really good. I mean, for the fire museum, it's costing £350. So it's worked out at £35 each for us all to go. So when we book these events, we don't make anything on them. We try and make it so the ticket prices include everybody. So there's 10 of us going, and we've all paid. Me and John's paid our part as well. So it's not like we get other people to pay for us to go. We don't. We split it fairly unequally between us all. You're going to have to take Lana, then you're going to have to take Arlo with you and do it again. And ask him to catch you at bottom. Let Arlo wave to you. He'll be down that pole before you. So we've got some really good things coming up. So I think I'm going to call it now, and I'm going to head over to our members, and I'm going to start reading the next chapters of the fairies and discovering the magical world of the nature spirit. So just to give you a little bit of information before I go about this, it's another part of spirituality. So as we've got, you've got the, it's not a religion as such, but it's a religion in there, but I don't know whether it is a religion. Me and religions, I don't know what's what, but how we believe, like we believe, some people believe in angels. Then if you follow the nature spirits, then it's the nature spirits you believe in. It's the fairies, and not the Tinkerbells like everybody thinks, but and the gnomes and stuff like. And it just tells you what between the elements, what what fae protect which realms and what realms they come from, and how to entice them into your garden, and how imagination leads us through to other dimensions that are around us. So it's been a really interesting one. The one I'm going to be reading after this one is shamanism. So again, we're going to be looking into the spirituality side of shamanism and their belief systems and what they look into. So it's been really interesting to read. And like I said last night, I am pulling more towards the not pulling more toward, but I feel more connected with the nature spirits at the minute than I do on anything else. So I don't know whether it's because we're reading that book and I find it absolutely brilliant. There was one more thing I was going to say and I forgot what I was going to say. And I think it was something important, but you know, when you're babbling about something else, then it's sort of like it just goes out your head, doesn't it? So I'll give it a minute because I'm sure there was something else I was supposed to tell you. And I totally forgot. But I found that poem, well, not poem, that them little, the word thing that I found the other day. And it says, memories remind us that nothing lasts forever. Time is precious and should never be wasted. Enjoy life and remember, don't count the days, make the days count. And that's it. Elemental, traditional witchcraft, Wicca Druid, general paganism, and modern, the fairy faith all come under the belief system. Thank you, Andy. So it is a belief system then. So it's all different belief systems. So like with the shamanism, then what we're doing is then we're looking at all different belief systems out there. And I'll tell you something. It's been absolute brilliant reading up on this one. They are the Hay House books, and they are by Flavia Kate Peters, and absolutely amazing. And how she writes them. She writes them so you can understand, and you really feel, it's daft, but you really feel the essence of the spiritualism and the belief system actually using out when you're reading the book. It's fantastic. On members last night, John went live after we'd finished live on Main, and he went live and he talked about the soul contracts. Oh my God, it was absolute mind blowing. When it comes down to, I mean, again, it's all down to different beliefs and everything else. But what John were reading last night and sharing in members, me, Claire, and Yolanda were just left mind boggled. I don't know about the others that watched, Deanna and everybody else, but for definite us, it definitely gave us a mind boggling insight. It wasn't meant to. If it did seem. How can I put it? If it did seem like some of the things were a little bit funny, not funny, but you know, how can I put it, Claire? It didn't want to offend anybody by reading it with anything that was come across or said. But yeah, it would just how it had to be explained. But no, your mind's still spinning. So is mine. I'm gonna have to actually rewatch that. So we will be coming on and talking again later one night on a Chit Chat Tuesday or another time about spirit contracts on Main, because I think it's such a fascinating it's just a fascinating topic to talk about. So yeah, so I am going to love you and leave you. Members, I will be on members in about 5 minutes. I'm just going to have a drink, wet the throat, because I've got like a frog in my throat and I'm a bit croaky. I think Lindsay is 2. She was going 10 minutes ago. I know. I say that I'm doing something and then I don't do it because other things pop into my head, Tracy, and it's like, oh, I've got to tell you this. And then I'll remember something as I'm saying goodbye. And then I think, oh, I've got to tell you that. And it's just like, it just comes out. So, yeah. So I am going to let you go now, and I will be live on our members. So please, if you don't get notifications, please just click onto members group. And hopefully you'll see me live in there in 5 minutes time after I've had a drink. So everybody take care. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed evening. Sweet dreams to all those off to bed. And I shall see you all in members very, very shortly. And don't forget, watch Yo-Yo tonight around about 11 o'clock UK time, live with Tales of Yorkshire. So see you soon. Love you loads. Mwah. Bye.